there were some things in one of the interviews that I did that had nothing to do with work, but it was his reaction to something that he was passionate about. I think it was on the golf course or something. And I could tell that he was a very likable person by his actions. So I would say personal experiences. Um, we'll ask sometimes, what are the three most important things in your life? Well, and if we hear, well, I hit my numbers here and I did this, that means nothing to us. Typically you're going to want to hear, family, my kids, whatever, nothing more important, health is important to me or whatever. I want to hear something that's personal, something that comes from the heart. And it can't be a bunch of baloney, right? It can't be malarkey. It's got to be something that hits me here because it comes from their heart and I feel it. I feel it also, and that connection is something there. Whether it's a common interest or not, I guess it's a moot point. That really doesn't matter. But first impressions, how poised, how prepared, how professional, dress, body language, eye contact, all of those things. That goes without saying. Sometimes you can unfortunately not like anybody before they even say anything. They show up late, they're ill prepared, and you go, all right, well, this probably isn't going to go real well. If they're showing up like this for me, what are they going to be like, down the road when they're showing up somewhere else in front of a client or something like that? Past experiences, you got to be able to dive into that. Do they understand what we're asking of them? And is that something that is relatable to the skill set that I'm looking for? Is it transferable? Is it something where someone will be able to grasp on and take what they already know and then move forward with that? Very, very important. And then they certainly drive, adaptability. Uh, do they have, or can they have a common goal that I'm looking for? Are they coachable? Those are things that certainly come out in an interview, and a lot of that stuff. I mean, you're going to get a gut feeling in just having conversations. That interview is got to be more than just about work. There's some other side anecdotal information that'll come out in sidebar conversations that are going to give you a gut feel as to what's really important for this person, and can they loosen up, and can they relax and let their hair down a little bit. I mean, you got to have fun at what you do, right? You If you woke up in the morning every day and said, oh crap, I have to go to work, that's a sad thing. You are fortunate if you can wake up and say, I get to do this today. And you create that by the attitude that you have and what you embrace for that day. Not every day is fun, but you can make it as fun as you want to be. Some days aren't going to be. Not very many of them. If there are, you're probably in the wrong job, right? Um, it's really interesting how big attitude plays an important part in overall success. And I get into this whole committed excellence thing that people hear me talk about all the time, and it's a choice. It's a choice that people make to be the best that they can be, whether anybody is really watching them or not. You stand for something, and what you choose to stand for, you create that every day. And by doing that, that makes for a much better employee because they don't need to be micromanaged, because there's a level of confidence there where this person cares and they have pride, and they're going to do what they need to do the best possible job they can. And if they go in with that mindset and effort, the results are going to be there. They may not be there immediately, but certainly by being coachable, you're going to get to where you want them to be. And it's because they made that happen.